Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch, launched in 2008, is the IWC Vintage Portuguese Hand-Wound 1939. It is reference 5445-01, and I have to say this may be one of the most iconic and core to the brand IWC watches in its entire history. It is very respectful of the codes created by the 1939 reference 325, the first Portuguese. In terms of its design purity, it's everything that it should be. It's large, it's flat, it's manual wind, there is no date, nor is there any other complication. And although it is not a limited edition, it is a rare piece to see. It is the true successor to the 1993 Jubilee reference 5441 and the Portuguese models that came before that. I cannot overemphasize that the original Portuguese, created in 1939, was a rare watch. Even in its day, it was uncommonly ordered, and only a few hundred of them had been made from 1939 through 1993, when it returned first as a special edition and then as a regular offering in the catalog. And for a watch built in such small numbers to retain such outsized iconic status is a testament to the strength of the design, and this is as close to the original as you can get without going vintage. So let's talk about what's going on here. It is a bit bigger than the historical precedent, 44 millimeters in diameter in steel, 10.3 millimeters thick from lug to lug, 51.8 with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The original Portuguese was also the original purpose-built oversized watch. At the behest of the Portuguese importers of IWC, hence Portugieser, the watch was created to be a wristwatch as accurate as a pocket watch. The way to do that was to build a purpose-built case to house a pocket watch caliber, because pocket watch calibers were more accurate at the time. And so we wound up with a purpose-built watch. It wasn't some sort of pocket watch conversion. It wasn't an officer's watch, but it had the size of something that would look right at home in the 2000s, and thus the legend of the Portuguese was born. Now on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, it wears nicely, though we are approaching the limits of what's possible here. I'd say if your wrist is my size or larger, game on. There are smaller Portuguese models, but this feels right. So if you can wear this, highly recommended. It's super flat and flush. It will fit underneath the dress cuff. We'll zoom out a little bit so you can get a sense of scale. Taking a look at the strap, very high grade. Large rectangular symmetrical scales, thick cut alligator leather, black gloss finish. You can see a sheer cut edge lacquered for refinement, monotone stitch. There's a little bit of bolstering or stuffing down the center. You can see on the bottom, calfskin, an IWC factory strap in excellent condition. We've got a simple Brogioli made pin buckle, you know, because it says BRO, and then up top IWC with polish and satin brushing. And the same can be said of the case. All of the design codes of the original Portuguese are present. We have very simple lugs that are blended into the case band. There's no notch lug or step lug design. We've got a dramatically cambered and boxed sapphire here to look like a vintage plexi, and then dial with a chemin de fer outboard for reading the minutes, a railroad track, vertically arrayed Arabic numerals, several different chapter rings separating the dial into a sort of sector design with a small second down at 6 o'clock and leaf-style hands. And though there have been many variations through the years, this one stays closest to the design precedent of that very first Portugieser. And we should address Portuguese or Portugieser. Well, of course, Portuguese is correct, but IWC Schaffhausen is one of the few large-scale German-Swiss watch brands. So in Schaffhausen, they would call it Portugieser, and thus the nomenclature distinction. Taking a quick look, you can see the small seconds is a little bit of an azurage or a concentric pattern, as well as a downward step from the main dial. We have applique indices and numerals, and then we've got a little chemin de fer with sector for the seconds to be read. We do have here a hacking function, so you can set the watch to a reference time. The crown, IWC Probus Scafusia, good solid watch made in Schaffhausen. And note that the case back is somewhat inset, so when it's on the wrist, it sits even lower than its nominal thickness. 30 meters water resistance, so don't take it swimming. You can see on the case back there's a little protective film, so there's a little bit of a haze between the camera and the movement. It's just down to this little factory service sticker here. The movement is large, like the original, which used a caliber 74-17. This is actually a 98295. Manual wind, very large scale at 37.8. It is the size of and built like a pocket watch caliber. So you can see here we have the crown wheel and core, ratchet wheel with the click, which is a woodpecker style. You can see how it's extensible like that, retained by a swan's neck spring. Then the ratchet wheel sits on top of the barrel. Then we have the center wheel, third wheel, fourth wheel, escape wheel, and an enormous balance that's almost the radius of the movement. An old pocket watch Q 3/4 style plate, just like the pocket watch movements would have been, with little homage to F.A. Jones, the founder of IWC, the American founder of IWC from 1868, who always preferred an extraordinarily long micrometric index, often called the Jones index, for making very fine-tuning adjustments to the rate. Taking a quick look here, you can see we've got an overcoil hairspring. It's not super easy to see. We do have a Breguet profile overcoil, and it is a 5-position adjusted watch, 5 position being the chronometer and the high horology standard. And if you look carefully, you can actually see what might be the world's largest hacking lever right there. It is a 2.5 hertz beat rate, so 18,000 vibrations per hour. And then it's a 46-hour power reserve. These are known to run a little bit longer than that. Reality is probably closer to around 50, and it is a very large movement with handsome executions. You can see solarization on the ratchet wheel as well as the crown wheel core. Screw heads are all polished. We've got very narrow and closely spaced stripes. We've got golden chaton cups holding the pivot jewels, a nod to the way jewels would have been set in the pocket watch era. We have a handsomely applied bevel across the bridges, and then we have a nice even and handsomely spaced set of perlage or concentric engine turnings on the base plate. And then it is an 18 jewel movement. It is a great looking caliber for a watch that deserves the best. And this watch right here, if you're going to own just one IWC, this is like the Moon Watch. This is like their Nautilus Jumbo, Royal Oak Jumbo, their Reverso Tribute to 1931. If you need the ultimate core Portugieser, just one to stand in for decades of history, it should be this one. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.